I'm Dan Hernandez. I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. We have a very special show for you today. We're down in beautiful Nicaragua, one of my favorite places to fish in all the world. And fishing with us today, we got two friends. Eric from Southern California. Thanks for coming down, Eric.
Appreciate it, Dan.
This is Gabriel. He owns Superfly sport fishing operation here in beautiful Nicaragua. And what do you got planned for us today, Gabriel?
I think we'll run out a couple miles today first and look for some Dorado and maybe raise some sails, and then go inshore around the rocks and behind the beaches, look for rooster fish.
Gabriel's got a nice operation. Nicaragua is one of my favorite places to fish in the world. And finally, there's a nice fishing operation here. Thanks for inviting us down, Gabriel.
Good to have you.
So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. This week's episode of Sport Fishing is brought to you by Shakespeare, Cabela's, Cajun Red Line, Fluger, Game Saver, Blue Cross of California Foundation, and by Laser Shark, manufactured by Eagle Claw. Okay, Eric's got his fish up to color, and there's a couple of little Dorado right behind it, so we're going to hold that fish in the water for a second, and Gabriel's getting another bait out there to throw out right up on the surface, see if he can get the other Dorado. We see a bunch of other Dorados in the water, little ones. So I got one going here too. Eric's is jumping out of the water. Here's mine right here. You can see the color coming up. He ate a ballyhoo. See how beautiful they are. These are little fish. You see a couple of other ones right behind it. Swimming, there's Eric's. There's a magic metal I meant, sorry.
Magic metal wired up here.
Okay.
Fish Fact, brought to you by Eagle Claw.
Dorado, also known as mahi-mahi, are surface-dwelling fish, often found offshore in tropical and subtropical waters. Dorado live no more than 5 years and can swim speeds close to 50 knots. Most Dorado caught sport fishing range from 15 to 25 pounds, and they can grow well over 80 pounds. They are fast eaters, and they feed on just about everything. Use the water and everything, give some resistance. There you go, nice color on them. They're so beautiful color. This.
Yeah, they're awesome.
You get them fresh.
They're like fluorescent almost. There's some more Dorado underneath it. Look, after those guys.
Oh yeah, there's some right behind you there. What do you want? Try that one. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I want to get a picture of that. bring it toward me. All right, let's bring them up here real quick.
Should I get him or?
Yeah, if you can.
Ya lo voy a sacar.
Let me just bring them up here real quick.
Hacete del otro lado para que.
Let me get a quick picture. This is a fish that Gabriel just caught. Nice little Dorado. Tastes delicious. We're gonna keep a couple of these to eat up. And this was the lure he caught on the Magic Metal Light. It's working it right up on the surface. We brought in those first couple of Dorado. This was one of the followers, threw the bait on it.
They love this thing. They were going all over it.
So this is going to be the routine this morning. We're going to go ahead and just troll around, try to find more of these Dorado.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get a
Find sailfish.
too. Yesterday somebody raised 2 of them, so hopefully we'll have some luck today.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, we're going to start up the boat again right now. We're going to go try and find us another one. All right, good start. Got a little Dorado here. Came up and ate the ballyhoo. We're slow trolling it right behind the boat. And here he comes, right up here inside of the boat. This reel's a little big for this type of fish. It's a Fluger contender reel, nice reel. And this one we got 50-pound Cajun red line, just in case we run into the sailfish. But we got a little Dorado right here. It's a lot easier on the 50-pound than the 10-pound Gabriel. Yeah. Oh, we'll just release them. There we go. There's a little Dorado. We're going to go ahead and release this guy. Oh, look at the little shrimps. Yeah, just release. There we go. Well, we just released that Dorado. We're going to stay out here for a little bit longer, keep working this area. And you see these little shrimps. This is what was inside that Dorado stomach when we brought it up. There's a little shrimps that the fish are eating right now. And this works good for the tuna and the Dorado. It's what they're chewing on. So that's probably part of the reason when they ate that ballyhoo has a red hoochie skirt on it. Probably attracted them because of this. All right, well, stay tuned and we'll be right back with a lot more action from beautiful Nicaragua. Welcome back, and we're hooked up again. We got another Dorado going here. There's just tons of these little Dorados. And later in the year, these little Dorados will get into big Dorados, and in the meantime, the marlin will start sliding in. They'll start eating these Dorados and start chewing on them. So we're gonna pick up a couple more Dorado here, and then we're gonna run inside and go fish for roosters and jacks. There's my Dorados right up here on the surface. With this heavy gear, it's really easy just to wind them in. Don't play around with these, just kind of grind them in. These are great eating fish if you wanted a bunch of, oh, there's one. Oh, right on the, we had a whole school of fish right here by the boat. There we go. Gabe's on. We can get this one off real quick. Deckhand's gonna get this one for me. You gotta walk over here, come on. There's that Dorado. This week, the Tackle Box is brought to you by Shakespeare, manufacturer of America's best-selling fishing rod, the Ugly Stick. This week in the Tackle Box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about fishing down here in Nicaragua. Now, what we're doing today is we're fishing inshore, right along the rocks, close to the beach. There's lots of different fish that live in here. And one of my favorite fish to catch are the rooster fish. There's lots of amberjack in here, and lots of times lots of different jacks, like Jack Travell. You never know what to expect. And a great way to catch these fish is to fish a jig right up on the surface. So we're casting right to the rocks, right over high spots, working the jig slowly. One of my favorite jigs to use is a Magic Metal Light. This is a MM7, and this is an MM5. These are great colors, a mackerel color and a blue sardine. And the way you work this is just cast right over the high spot and just have it swim right back to you nice and slow. The biggest mistake most people make when they're using light jigs like this is they grind them too fast and it kills all the action. Just wind them back to you. They kick side to side. The rooster fish, the jacks, they just can't resist them. They work great. And this is what they look like when you find them in your local store. You can also find them on the websites too. Now, another trick you should know about when you're traveling, it doesn't matter if you're in Nicaragua, Central America, Mexico, even Hawaii, any place you go, you should bring your extra tackle and put it in these game saver bags. What's nice about having your extra tackle in the game saver bags, it's always going to be dry. If you don't need it for the trip, you just take it home, use it again later. Or if you do need it, you just open the bag up and your tackle's always going to be great. Well, let's get back on the water, show you more exciting action down here in beautiful Nicaragua on this week's episode of Sport Fishing. We made a little move. We're fishing offshore. The wind really picked up, so we slid in close to the beach here. It's a good spot, still for Dorado, and there's rooster fish and stuff closer to the beach. And here's a big needlefish. That's looks like a big barracuda. And you can see the jig. This is a magic metal jig. This is chrome colored. A nice quality fish, nice fish. Let me go release it. There we go. So all I'm doing is just taking this jig, casting it right next to that big rock, and that one hit it on the fall. Oh yeah, I got one. Woo! Rooster! Yeah! On 10 pound. Got a magic metal light jig on there. Got a rooster fish. Oh, look at all the roosters right here. They're just loaded with fish. I don't know if I can stop at this 10-pound test. Look at that. A rooster. There he is. He's running for the other side of the reef. Now, I'm way outgunned. This is a big rooster. Not a monster rooster, but a nice sized rooster. 10-pound test. Freshwater gear. And that fish just exploded on that magic metal light jig. This Cajun red line's really tough line, so we have a good shot at this. But it is only 10-pound test. There's a rooster right there, right on the surface. There he comes. There he comes, right on the surface. I need your help, Gabriel. Oh, there he goes. Making a nice run. So just fight this like normal. Just pull up, wind down. This is the same rig that you cut the Dorado on. There he is. Yep, right there on the jig. Yeah, well, he's officially caught. You touched him. Here he comes. All right. Here's the jig. Magic metal jig. Beautiful rooster fish. And he's just barely hooked on. They're not really using it.
Almost.
There we go. All right, man. First Nicaragua sailfish.
Rooster.
Rooster. Here's my first Nicaragua rooster fish. All right, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now we'll let him,
Yeah, let's let him go.
get bigger.
That's right. We'll get that. This week, the Galley is brought to you by Dan Hernandez Dipping Sauces and the Baja Style Fish Batter. This week in the Galley, I want to show you how to cook up one of these Dorado that we're catching today. And this is a fun, delicious recipe, very easy to do. You can do it at home in your backyard. You can do it on a boat like this. Now what we have here are a couple little pieces of Dorado. I already kind of staked them out, got them all cleaned up. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little sauce to go in there. So I'm going to start off here. Grab a little bit of olive oil, some lime juice, some cut up garlic, some rosemary. Get that all tossed in there. I'm just going to squeeze in a little bit of lemon, and we're just going to mix this all up. We're going to use that like a marinade. We're going to soak our fish right in there. And it's so amazing when you see fish hit lemon and lime, it just starts to cook it. It already starts changing color. That looks so good. Now before we go ahead and put this in the grill, you want to always get your pan and spray it with a little bit of oil. And that way it doesn't stick. So we have a little bit of spray here. Now we have our fish oil here. What I also like to do is just take a little bit of my spice rub, just add it on there, add a little bit more bite to it. Dorado has a lot of taste to it, and this kind of enhances it. You can find this on our website. We'll just go ahead and lay the steaks right on the grill. Pour that juice right on top. Boy, that looks great. Take off one of these pieces for you. Right here on the pan. Oh yeah, that looks good. Take this one off too. I think it's all done. And this is it. Now I like to add a little bit more lemon juice on there. Just a touch of lime. And this is a very simple Dorado dish. Dorado's a really easy fish to do. And we're just gonna go ahead and take a little bite. And have our dipping sauce. Oh, yeah. The wasabi flavor with this dish is really good. It tastes great. You can look for the cookbook, all the dipping sauces and fish batters. Everything's available in the rubs on my website. Make sure you check it out today. This is a fun, delicious dish. Dorado is just a great fish to catch. Doesn't matter if you're fishing Nicaragua, San Diego, or Baja. Dorado is a really fun fish to catch, and it's a great fish to eat. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action here on Sport Fishing. You gotta be versatile to come fish. Guys that like to travel, Eric, like us, you have to be versatile. You have to be able to fish live bait, but also know how to fish the artificials. There's a time and place for all that stuff. If all you know how to do is fish live bait, you're gonna miss a lot of opportunities. Pretty typical, like we always talk about wherever we're fishing. It's all the same technique when you're winding on a fish. You want to lift up, just get his head up like that, and wind down. Just lift up, wind down. Nice rooster. We got a 5/0 Eagle Claw laser sharp hook on there. Just live mullet. There he is, right here. There. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's another one right there. Right behind it, bigger one. Get another bait in the water. This fish here is a nice fish, but that other one that swam by had to be about 50. That was a big fish. Yeah. There he is, right here. Hooked right in the corner of the jaw. Beautiful rooster. See that eagle claw hook right there in the corner of the jaw. That's a beautiful fish. Yeah, your pliers? It's a beautiful fish. All right, go ahead and release this guy. Revive him a little bit. Here we go. There we go. Yeah! This week, the tip of the week is brought to you by Magic Metal Jigs and B52 Bucktail Jigs. For this week's tip of the week, I want to talk to you a little bit about doing your homework before a trip. Now, I hear from people all the time, when you go to a foreign destination, how do you know where to go? Well, I've been lucky enough that I've fished Nicaragua many times in the past. It's one of my favorite destinations, and I've heard about Gabriel's operation for a long time. One of the things I really enjoyed about fishing with Gabriel is that he's not one of these operations that just runs an operation to make money. Gabriel truly loves to go fishing. He loves to educate people about fishing, and he really loves to show off this beautiful country of Nicaragua. I've made many trips down here. I've never been disappointed, and it's nice to see now that this country has a great offshore fishing operation in Gabriel Hernandez. If you want more information about his operation, please visit his website at the address below. That's a nice fish. That's a pargo. Big pargo. Nice pargo, Eric. Yeah!
A little teepee there, huh?
Yeah, that's a nice pargo. He's using a crocodile, fishing it down, letting it fall. Got 20-pound test Cajun red line, fluger reel, Shakespeare ugly stick rod, and this is your very first Nicaraguan pargo.
Nicaraguan pargo, yes.
All right, Eric, nice fish.
Congratulations, finally.
That's a beautiful fish. Hey, thanks a lot, Gabriel.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Let's get the other one. That follower was a
Next
jewel.
week, we're going to be back with part 2 of our experience down here in beautiful Nicaragua. We'll be back here with Gabriel. Make sure you visit his website during the week. He's at Superfly. That's your website address, Superfly?
Nika.com.
Nika.com. And we'll be running the info at the end of the show. But next week, we'll be right back out here, again offshore, looking for more Dorado, sailfish, maybe even another pargo like this. You never know. You had fun with your first time out
Yes,
here?
sir. Awesome.
All right, well,
Gotta come.
I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you did enjoy this week's episode of Sport Fishing. And make sure to join us here next week for another exciting episode and part 2 of our Nicaragua adventure. All right.